Good day, my name is Ant, and today I'm going to show you how to replace your idle air control valve, throttle position sensor, and your coil pack. These are some issues that can happen in any of your Fords, and I'm going to show you 3.8 era. So we'll start with the simplest of the three projects today, which is debatable. We're going to go ahead and go with this throttle position sensor, which is located right here on the intake. Just got a simple plug and two screws. Phillips fat one. Alright, so get this here. Alright, so once you've removed your throttle position sensor, you'll notice right there there's a little tab. You got to make sure this installs the exact same direction as the one you took out. This throttle position sensor was original Ford equipment. And installation is the reverse. Alright, the idle air control valve is right here. 10 millimeter. I recommend working from the bottom up. The bottom one's kind of a funny one to get out, and you don't want the weight of the thing on there when you're trying to work it out with your fingers or whatever. And if you got your top one holding it in, it makes it easier to get the bottom one out. It's just two simple little 10 millimeters and one plug. Always be careful with your plugs because old. I'm in a 99 right here, so this piece of plastic is well over 21 years old. Break very easily. See, easier to get that out when you ain't got that thing pushing on it. So what I'm pulling out does appear to be original equipment. This vehicle's at 187, so I would have recommended doing this a while ago, but here we are. And there's your simple plug. Just like so. Now let's put our new one on. Original Ford equipment. Here's our aftermarket. It is used. You know me, I've got lots of Mustangs, and this is off the last one I had that I destroyed. And installation is the reverse of removal. I recommend, upon completion of replacing lots of sensors and things of that nature, to unplug your battery, reset your computer, and let that computer relearn with its new components, so it's not trying to run off old programming. Nice and snug. Plug back in your connector, and job well done. For our next trick, we will do a brand new coil. As you can see here, in this 1999 3.8 Ford, I'm working with original equipment. That's right, it's a Motorcraft. So first step is I recommend get some tape, we mark our plugs, and we unplug our plugs. Very simple. This guy is labeled number 3, so we pull him out. Number 3. If you're really good, yeah, you don't need it, but you just want to be safe, go ahead and label everybody as you remove them. It's really the simplest method. That'll save you a lot of time later. Look at that original equipment. Let's get that on out of there. Pay attention back here. This one has a ground on it. Got to make sure when you put this back together, you put that ground back in there. It's quite important. I'll take you around here. Let's take a good close look. You can see there's that ground. Clean it up because it looks rusty on my particular install, and make sure it's got good contact. And there we go, it's removed. Here's our new one. Installation goes exactly the same, facing just like this, and then your plug numbers will correspond exactly the same as that. Refer to a manual if you do not have indication. And the installation. It's pretty simple. just as the other one came out. Now Ford does this one particular one over here on the back side, and that's for, you know, if you use that thread for the spark plug wire retainer clip, which this one doesn't have, and I'm not really a fan of this, so because I have extras, I'm gonna go ahead and switch it out with a regular stud because I won't use that clip. Now, like I said, don't forget about that ground. Make sure and get that back on there. At this time, I would also recommend, if you haven't already, a set of brand new plugs and wires. As per the diagram, we'll replace our wires. Uno. For reference once again, 1, 2, 3 across the bottom. 1, 2, 3, and then across the top it's 4 from the back. It's 5, 6, and 4. And you can remove your painter's tape, which comes off very easy. And voila, you now have a brand new coil back installed. Job well done. And there we go, the installation is complete. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give us a thumbs up and maybe subscribe. We got lots of stuff like this coming, so stay tuned.